Next up, in Chapter 8 of Mastering Meditation, we'll be talking about the 3 levels of the Tranquil breath. And I think for this part here, I'm just going to read it word for word because some of it can come off sounding a little bit contradictory. But we got level 1. When you first encounter the Tranquil breath, you may notice that it is a fast and shallow breath. But as a result of the very restful parasympathetic response, as you sit with the Tranquil breath, it may increase in depth and length. Level 2. By opening up the lower register of the diaphragm, by increasing your CO2 tolerance, and because of the deepening parasympathetic response, when the Tranquil breath appears automatically, it may be slower, shallower, and moderately long. This is the second stage of the super tranquil breath. Level 3. Finally, as you sit in profound calm and meditation and the mind slows way down, you may notice that the breath has again sunk into a new and third level of the tranquil breath, and you may not be able to find your breath at all. But as you continue to watch, you will notice a very slow and long breath, or, and this is one of the kind of contradictory parts, or a very short and shallow breath that occasionally comes and goes. There may be long minutes between these breaths, which really jumped out to me, man, because I do like to do a lot of breath hold work and things like that. And to go, 2 minutes or multiple minutes, even 1 minute can be kind of tough holding your breath too. That is pretty nuts. This third tranquil breath is what is known as the Great Kumbhaka. Kumbhaka means breath retention or holding. When the breath spontaneously holds or pauses between the in and out breath for long periods of time, when you can't find a breath, this is the Great Kumbhaka. This does not come from willfully holding your breath, and the breath does not actually stop, but takes a great pause. So I wasn't too sure here if just your conscious awareness of breathing slips off, or if you actually truly stop breathing for multiple minutes. And from the way it sounds like it's written in here, maybe you do actually, not willfully, but essentially hold your breath because you're in such a profound and calm, relaxed state. Something that did kind of pop into mind when I was going over this, though, because he generally recommends against pausing between your breaths. But something that I like to do, I like the really long, slow breaths. And personally, I do like pausing at the very bottom of the exhale, having a little pause before I start to inhale again. I just find in that little moment of not breathing to be, really calm and relaxing. So that is just a general thing I like to do with my breath work and meditations, particularly when I'm inside of a float tank. I find it works really great in there. So I'm not sure if that breath that I'm doing, was considered this tranquil breath or not, but I do find it to be a very relaxing way to breathe, and something that I like to do personally in my own meditations, specifically when I'm in the float tank for sure. I find it works really great there. But anyway, with this said, that wraps it up. Until the next video, keep your meditation practice legit.